अखिल हृजयत्री वक्रतुंड महा
Follow. Done.
Good evening all. I request all the guests to please have a seat. If possible, can you please keep all your phone on silent mode? Quickly, we are going to start the event. We all are like a family, so it's a never-ending job. All are enjoying the talk, but I request everybody to please have a seat. Gagan, chief guest. So, shall I start? Please, everybody have the seat. We are going to enjoy a very nice evening here. So, yeah, good evening all respected dignitaries, chief guest and all the friends of peace. I am Nijaha Paro Veti Ganana Laghu Chetasam Uttara Charitratam Tu Vasudeva Kutumbakam, which means considering this is mine and that is another is a mindset of a narrow-minded. For the magnanimous, the entire world is their family. This word originates from the Maha Upanishad, a significant text in Indian philosophy and culture, emphasizes universal kinship. Vasudeva Kutumbakam, the world is one family. These timeless words from our ancient scriptures enclose the essence of Bharat, eternal philosophy of unity, harmony, and universal brotherhood. I, Ms. Sarika Gagan Malhotra, with immense pride and energy, welcome you all to this sacred gathering where we embrace eminent Bharatiyas who have rooted Tiranga through their good work in various fields, in various countries, building smooth ties and retaining peace. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the edition 2 of Vivekananda International Relationship Peace Award 2025 in association with Chakra Foundation on this auspicious day. Today, September 11, is a sacred occasion as we celebrate Swami Vivekananda's historic address at the Parliament of World's Religions in Chicago in 1893, a moment that shines as a beacon of universal harmony. With his resounding words, "Sisters and Brothers of America," he introduced the world to the timeless wisdom of Bharat, embodied in the philosophy of Vasudeva Kutumbakam. The world is one family. His message of tolerance, unity, and peace resonated with profound sincerity, awakening global consciousness. We shall now commence the auspicious event with a classical dance, Bharatnatyam by Anusha Srinivasan. She hails from Chennai and has actively participated in several groups' performance of Shanmukha arts and won many accolades, including securing records in India, Asia, and London Books of Record during World Day Dance 2024. She also completed her Arrangetam in April 2024. Today she is all set to present two pieces: an invocatory dance in praise of Lord Ganesha, the removers of obstacles, followed by the famous Sanskrit Benedictines Maitram Bhajata, popularized by Smith M.S. Shubhalakshmi, which convey the universal message of peace, harmony, compassion, and well-being of all. So let's start with the performance. I welcome all the guests, the dignitaries. Please have their seat. I would like to invite Miss Anusha Srinivasan for a classical Bharatanatyam dance.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा महागणपते नमो नमो श्री महागणपते नमो नमो श्री महागणपते नमो नमो श्री महेश्वर पुत्र सिद्धिगणपते महागणपते नमो नमो श्री महेश्वर पुत्र सिद्धिगणपते महागणपते नमो महापंडित ज्ञान स्वरूप महापंडित ज्ञान स्वरूप भारत लिखित एकदंत महाभारत लिखित एकदंत महागणपते नमो मूलाधार क्षेत्र स्वरूप मूषिक वाहन मोदक हस्त मूलाधार क्षेत्र स्वरूप मूषिक वाहन मोदक हस्त भालचंद्र बालचंद्र स्कंद सोदर ज्योतिर्मय कामकोटि कामाक्षि कुमार ज्योतिर्मय कामकोटि कामाक्षि कुमार महागणपते नमो नमो श्री महेश्वर पुत्र सिद्धिगणपते महागणपते गणपते गणपते
What a beautiful start to the event. I kindly thank the artist. One more, sir.
मैत्रीं भजत अखिल हृजयत्री आत्मवदेव परानपि पश्यत आत्मवदेव परानपि पश्यत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत त्यजत परेश्वर क्रममाक्रमणं त्यजत परेश्वर क्रममाक्रमणं मैत्रीं भजत अखिल हृजयत्री मैत्रीं भजत अखिल हृजयत्री जननी पृथ्वी कामदुघास्ते जननी पृथ्वी कामदुघास्ते जनको देवः सकल दयाळु जनको देवः सकल दयाळु जनको देवः सकल दयाळु दाम्यत दत्त दयध्वं जनता दाम्यत दत्त दयध्वं जनता श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां
So what a beautiful start to the event. I kindly thank the artist for presenting the culture of India at the auspicious occasion. I kindly request the dignitaries Mr. Vinod Bhimarajkaji, Sandeep Wellingji and Rashmi Bagalji to felicitate the artist. I would call upon Ms. Anusha Srinivasan. वो आ रहे हैं. So please, in a clatter of claps, can we? Yeah, again we can do it. Huh? Take it back and we can do it. So thank you the dignitaries and Ms. Anusha Srinivasan. So So today we all have gathered here for the second audition of Vivekananda International Peace Award. I would request that we shall now see the glimpse of Veer Peace Award 2024, which happened last year. So let's have a look on it. Following our roots, we now kindly request our esteemed dignitaries and guests to come on the dais for Deep Prajalan and Saraswati Vandana. I would request Mrs. Srirani Ariyarathe, Mrs. Rashmi Bagal, Mrs. Urmila Somayaji, Aarti Rosekarji, Rama Suryavanshi, and Ms. Rucha Lime to come ahead for the Deep Prajalan. The mistake happened by me. It's not Urmila, it's Amrita Somayaji. I would love to share a profile of Sri Lankan Consulate General, Mrs. Srirani Ariyarathe. She has served in Sri Lanka missions in Egypt, China, and Belgium. She is presently the acting Consul General of the Sri Lanka Consulate in Mumbai, holding a diplomatic rank as a Minister Commercial. Prior to this posting, she was the chairperson of the Rules of Origin Committee and the head of the Rules of Origin Division of the Department of Commerce of Sri Lanka. I would love to invite Mr. Ravi Kumar Ayarji and Mr. Gagan Kumarji to felicitate Mrs. Sri Rani Ariyarathe. The Veer Peace Award presented by the celebrated Bharatiya who amplify Indian global presence in over 10 countries through sectors like spirituality and industry services. Last year we honored luminaries like Dr. Chinmaya Pandya for spreading knowledge, H.H. Acharya Lokesh Muniji for peace advocacy, and Dr. Mohanji Shri Gaurang Prabhu and Shri Ravi Panditji for the humanitarian efforts. This award recognizes Indian headquarters individual or institution with a meaningful economic presence in 10 countries, those who employ and empower local communities abroad, not just export goods, leaders and organizations who have strengthened international relationship through shared prosperity, companion and champion of inclusive growth, ethical enterprise and Indian global reputation. I would request to please play the video of Beacon of Peace.
Welcome to India, a land where ancient traditions blend seamlessly with modern innovation. A nation of over 1 billion hearts, where diversity is celebrated and unity is our strength. In the 21st century, Bharat stands tall as a beacon of peace, compassion, and progress. From the peaks of the Himalayas to the depths of the Indian Ocean, join us on a journey to discover why India matters to the world today. This is the story of a nation that leads with its heart and inspires with its deeds. Welcome to India, the beacon of peace. Why Bharat matters to the world in the 21st century.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, India gifted 14.3 million doses to 98 countries, showcasing its role as a global health leader.
In times of crisis, India has always stepped up. India's first indigenous antibiotic, nafithromycin, has been launched to tackle drug-resistant pneumonia. This breakthrough treatment is 10 times more effective than current options, requiring just 3 doses. Offering a safer and faster solution, it's designed to help vulnerable populations, marking a significant step forward in the fight against antimicrobial resistance.
In 2015, over 4,500 Indians and 960 foreigners were evacuated from war-ravaged Yemen. During the pandemic, over 8,500 people from different countries were brought back safely.
In 2022, India negotiated with Russia and Ukraine to create safe corridors, evacuating over 18,282 individuals, including citizens from neighboring countries. India's business initiatives create global opportunities. In 2023, Tata Air India purchased 470 Airbus and Boeing aircraft worth $70 billion, providing jobs to millions in France, USA, and UK. India is building crucial infrastructure globally. From roads in Iran to the Chabahar port, India's developmental projects are making a significant impact. Indian professionals are in demand worldwide. India extends financial aid to countries in need. Between 2017 and 2019,
India provided rupees 1,000 crore in aid to Nepal.
In 2019, India extended $14 million in aid to the Caribbean islands. In 2023, India granted $10 billion in grants and concessional loans for development in Bangladesh. During the 2022 economic crisis in Sri Lanka, India provided $500 million in credit for petroleum products and $1 billion for essential items like food, medicine, and fuel. India's rescue and relief operations extend globally.
In February 2023, during the most severe earthquake in 100 years, India provided crucial assistance in Turkey and Syria.
India provided $5 million to Jordan and $10 million to Palestine for humanitarian aid. In October 2023, India extended aid during floods in Myanmar. In November 2023, after the Nepal earthquake, India committed $1 billion for reconstruction in housing, education, health, and cultural heritage sectors. In 2016, after a cyclone hit Fiji, India provided $1 million in aid, along with food, medicine, tents, and kitchen sets. Indian origin leaders are making their mark globally. Leaders like Rishi Sunak, Kamala Harris, Sundar Pichai, and Satya Nadella exemplify India's global influence. India's soft power extends through its ancient practices. Yoga, a practice from India, is embraced worldwide. 176 countries supported the UN resolution for International Yoga Day in 2014.
Sanskrit and the Bhagavad Gita hold a special place globally. Leaders like Wen Jiabao and Nelson Mandela have appreciated its wisdom.
Spiritual guidance from India has inspired many, including Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, and Julia Roberts, who found peace at the ashram of Neem Karoli Baba in Nainital. Huge Hindu temples have been recently constructed in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, symbolizing India's cultural reach.
Smriti Irani led an Indian delegation to Mathina, showcasing India's cultural diplomacy. Arab men and women, in traditional attire, can be seen singing bhajans, highlighting India's cultural influence.
Pastor Eddie Murphy in Georgia begins his church service with Namaste, integrating Indian culture into his practice.
Padma Shri Ramli Ibrahim of Malaysia praised to Lord Natraj before performing Bharatnatyam, illustrating the global respect for Indian classical arts.
As we reflect on India's remarkable journey, we see a nation that not only rises to challenges, but also reaches out to uplift others. In every corner of the globe, India's presence is felt through its acts of kindness, leadership in times of crisis, and cultural heritage that binds us all. As we step into the future, let us carry forward the spirit of peace, compassion, and unity that defines India. Together, let us build a world where every gesture of goodwill sparks a beacon of hope. Jai Hind.
As we move forward in the evening of reflection, reverence, and recognition, it is now my honor to invite the driving force behind this initiative, Shri Gagan Malhotra, the chairman and conveyor of Vivekananda International Relationship Peace Award, a passionate advocate for Indian spiritual diplomacy, cultural outreach, and global harmony. Gagan Malhotra ji is a dynamic leader, visionary entrepreneur, and dedicated social reformer whose multifunctional roles span across business, social service, international relations, and policy advocacy. He is the founder and managing director of Dreamworth Solution, a leading online reputation management and tech-enabled integrated marketing and communication company. In the sphere of trade and policy, he holds prominent position as the chairman of International Relationship and Trade Committee. He is also co-chairing Technology and Innovation Committee at Maharashtra Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture. A committed humanitarian, Gagan Malhotra ji is the founder and director of Tarpan Foundation, an organization empowering orphans and vulnerable youth, and the founder and trustee of Swanath Foundation, which promotes family-based services for children in need. His dedication to the community service is further reflected in his roles as Vice President of Dogra Samaj Trust, preserving cultural heritage, and as a Vice Chairman of Chakra Vision India Foundation, advocating national transformation. In the domain of governance and media, he serves as the Chairman of the Government Relationship Committee and Consulting Implement at IMCI, and as International Chief and Social Media Head at Voice of Media, amplifying meaningful narratives globally. He is also the Director at the Integrated Health and Wellbeing IHW Council, contributing to the public health and wellness initiatives. Further showcasing his global vision and Hindu cultural advocacy, he is the Joint Secretary of the World Hindu Congress 2026, Mumbai, and Director IT at Red Swastik Society, an organization engaged in relief and rehabilitation work. He also serves Director at the Hindu Research Foundation, promoting knowledge and research in Hindu philosophy and culture. Gagan Malhotra ji's diverse leadership across sectors underline his unwavering commitment to nation building, social empowerment, and technological innovations, making him a true change maker of contemporary India. May I now invite Shri Gagan Malhotra ji to deliver.
Namaste. Good evening to all. I, Gagan Malhotra, on behalf of Veer Peace Award 2025, welcome you all to this prestigious and auspicious award ceremony, which not only celebrates Swami Vivekananda's noble work, but also inspires today's world. In an era of global uncertainties, conflicts, and rapid change, the pursuit of peace in international relations remains a cornerstone of progress. Peace is not merely the absence of strife, but the vibrant presence of harmony, understanding, and collaborations among the nations. It is a thread that binds humanity, fostering unity across borders through shared endeavors in trade, culture, and knowledge. As the Yajurveda reminds us, Om Saha Navatu, Saha Navanaktu, Saha Viryam Karvavahi, may we be protected together, nourished together, and work together with vigor. This timeless wisdom undercomes Bharat's enduring commitment to global peace and prosperity. Our mission is to elevate Bharat's role on the global stage through enterprise, international relations, peace, service, and cultural excellence. Today we have gathered over here for the award ceremony, which honors Indians who have made a difference across the globe in fields like healthcare, science, technology, culture, youth development, sustainable development, and many more things. On today's date, September 11th, back in 1893, Swami Vivekananda stood before the Parliament of World Religious in Chicago, a young monk from the distant land carrying Bharat's timeless message. With his iconic words, "Sisters and brothers of America," he captivated the world not only with the grandeur but with the sincerity. Facing skepticism, he shared a story of a frog in a well, ignorant of the vast ocean beyond. Our Indian business entrepreneurs have broken several barriers and succeeded in all the continents. While succeeding in their business, they have also established Mini Bharat in all those countries. For them, there is only one word: sky is the limit. The Veer Peace Award presented to celebrate Bharatiyas who amplify Indian global presence in more than 10 countries through sectors like spirituality and industry sectors. Last year, we honored luminaries like Dr. Chinmaya Pandya ji, His Highness Acharya Lokesh Muni ji for peace advocacy, Shri Mohan ji, Shri Gaurang Prabhu ji, and humanitarian efforts. This award recognizes individuals or institutions with an impactful economic presence in 10 plus countries. Last year we celebrated Ratan Tata ji's lifetime achievement, whose legacy in industry and philanthropy has united millions. So we are on the verge of that only. This year our esteemed awardees and guests holds a special relevance as they have marked significant milestones in fostering peace through building brotherhood with several continents. We are guided by the eminent personalities like our chief guest, Padma Vibhushan Professor Manmohan Sharma ji, our chief presenter Lieutenant General Arun Anand Narayan ji, Professor Padma Shri G.D. Yadav ji, Padma Shri Dr. Indra Hinduja ji, Shri Ravi Iyer ji. Talking about something about our chief guest Padma Vibhushan and Padma Bhushan Shri Manmohan Sharma ji, an eminent scientist and academician whose pioneering contribution in chemical engineering have brought global recognition to Indian research and innovation. When I talk about Lieutenant General Arun Anand Narayan ji, a distinguished military leader embodying honor, courage, and service, his illustrious career reflects unwavering dedication to the national security and peace. This year we are fortunate that Mata Amritanandmayi, Amma, revered spiritual leaders and humanitarian, accepted this award on 2nd July. 2025. His life of love, compassion, and service has uplifted millions across the globe. Her mission reflects the essence of peace and unity. This year, Mr. Nadir Godrej, a stalwart of Indian industry, championing sustainable development and scientific innovation. His vision blends enterprise with ecological balance and social good. Mr. Vikram Shroff, a visionary industry leader carrying forward the legacy of enterprise and innovation in Indian textile and manufacturing sector. His work reflects Bharat's enduring values of growth with responsibility. Through chemical. Mr. Ashok Jain, a distinguished industrialist whose business leadership and social initiatives reflect Bharat's value of enterprise, service, and collective growth. Mr. Madhukar Parekhji, the guiding force behind Pidilite industry, symbolizing India's creativity and global business excellence. His leadership has made innovation a household value. Dr. Huzefa Khorakiwala ji, a healthcare leader dedicated to advancing access and affordability. His work reflects compassion and innovation, strengthening Bharat's role in global health. Shri Manish Jhawar ji, a visionary entrepreneur and CEO, building sustainable enterprises rooted in resilience and innovation. His leadership embodies Bharat's spirit of progress and responsibility. We have Mr. Vishwas Jain, a respectful leader whose contribution to commerce and society reflects integrity, progress, and social responsibility. His work embodies harmony and inclusive growth. Young Vishal Chodia ji, an entrepreneur, advancing Indian food and spice, carrying Bharat's rich culinary heritage to the global markets with innovation and pride. So we can see we have versatile dignitaries over here from all the different sectors. So we are lucky enough to have all under one roof. So it's my pleasure, and I am very thankful for everyone to be present over here today. As we take this auspicious event ahead, let's applaud their work that expands Bharatiya horizon of building peace through rooting Bharatiya ideology and strengthening brotherhood in foreign land. As we gather, let's pledge to strengthen global harmony, honor Bharat's contribution, and embody Vasudev Kutumbakam. My heartfelt gratitude to our chief guests, awardees, patrons, and all the present for joining this noble mission. Together we build a world where peace is not a dream, but it's a reality. And last but not the least, we have our chief patron, Mr. Ravi Kumar Iyer, under whose guidance we are able to build this today's program in a grand way. So his experience across the globe, he has served Bharat for more than 36 years across 45 different countries, and he has strengthened in Bharat's relationship across the globe. So we are really grateful to have his presence today over here. With this, I'd like to say thank you, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, Gaganji. I think Gagan must receive a huge round of applause for getting all us together here. Frankly saying, I am also a bit nervous, talking in front of all the Padma Shris and Padma Bhushan. I myself forgot that I am also a mechanical engineer, but it's just no words coming out. So thank you for this lovely evening. Now, we shall begin with our first panel discussion. So I would ask somebody to do the arrangement on the stage. So I would invite the dignitaries on stage. Padma Vibhushan, Dr. Manmohan Sharma ji, Lieutenant General Arun Ananthanarayan ji, Padma Shri Dr. Indira Hinduja, Dr. Mohan ji, Ravi Pandit ji, Raj Pillai, Uday ji, Ravi Iyer ji, and the conveyor for the first round of panel discussion, is Padma Shri Professor G.D. Yadav ji. I think this evening is going to give us a lot of enlightenment, the knowledge, and I don't know how we all are going to take and absorb it, but glad to have you all here. Sandeep ji, can you please take the dignitaries on the stage? Ravi Iyer ji, Padma Vibhushan Dr. Manmohan Sharma ji, Lieutenant General Arun Anantanarayan ji, Padma Shri Dr. Indira Hinduja ji, Dr. Mohan ji, Ravi Pandit ji, Raj Pillai ji, Uday ji, and the co-convener Padma Shri Professor G.D. Yadav ji. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you were called Raj Pillai. Yeah. Namaskar, Shubha Sandhya, good evening. So should I say sisters and brothers, like Swami Vivekananda said, on 11th of September 1893 in Chicago. So this is a very, very important day for all Indians, and we are going to find it out. Remember, Swamiji also said, Uttishtata Jagruta Prapya Varanya Bodhat. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Bharat has many, many miles to go ahead, and particularly in today's world of Trump and tariffs. We have to be innovative, and we have to ensure that every Bharatiya, I can talk from you. Every Bharatiya has to work towards getting this peace. We always say that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is one single family. That original slok says, Ayam Nija Paroneti Gananam Lagu Chetasam Udara Charitanam tu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The small-minded people always say, this is mine, that is yours. But the large-hearted people say that the world is ours and we have to work for this. And therefore, this is the importance of this particular award, Veer Peace Award. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm very, very honored to conduct this panel discussion. So I'm going to ask the very first question to my own Guru. I call him Guru Nam Guru. Padma Vibhushan Professor M.M. Sharma. He is the one, perhaps you may not know, there is a book, his biography is published very recently called Divine Scientist. And I have known him since my student days, from undergraduate days. He is highly religious. He will read Ramcharitmanas. Whenever he finds time, on Saturdays he will go to Hanuman temple, and if he is Varanasi, he will go to that Sankat Mochan Hanuman Mandir early in the morning. So, sir, can I ask you something? How can scientific collaboration and knowledge sharing be instruments of peace in otherwise war-torn world of today? Will you please give him the audience? Mic, please.
Thank you. Can you all hear me? See, scientific collaboration means all-time leadership, all-time companionship. Let me explain to you why I say so. Those who go to different countries or those who come to India to study, even undergraduate courses, they become lifetime ambassadors. Any one of us who has gone out and done PhD or studies, we become their permanent ambassador. India has very good examples of scientific cooperation with Russia. Particularly significant is one with France, and these create communities of companionship for lifetime. Your project may be for 3 years, 4 years, but it's a lifetime association. I think it is important for India now to open up our gates in all the renowned institutions to deliberately have foreign students, particularly from neighboring countries, because they become our permanent ambassadors. Similarly, at the doctoral level research, get people from all over India. We made some efforts in this direction in IITs, and there is some success, but we need much more success. I say this is the cheapest way of having international collaboration for lifetime, irrespective of parties which come in power and go away. So there is immense scope to have peace through this, because this kind of relationship is all peace, all respect. You never forget respect with person with whom you collaborated or under whom you studied, like you saw the example J.D. Yadav praising me out of turn, you know. So I would like to say that if you want to spread peace more extensively, get large number of students from different countries, particularly developing countries, get also people at doctoral level. When you get them at doctoral level, they not only work in the lab, they live in the lab. So the relationship becomes very strong. And this is my appeal, that India should open up its gates to foreign students, foreign scientists on a much larger scale to spread peace, to spread the relationship of lifetime. Thank you.
Sir, can I ask you a second question follow-up? You have trained so many foreign students in ICT at undergraduate and postgraduate level. Do you think that India should be competing with this developed world or developing world, or should it be a tool of peace and harmony through scientific means?
Well, what I said was by scientific means only because there is nothing but peace when people come and work with you or work under you for undergraduate education. I think people are underestimating the importance. America thrives. Many of you may not know that in many branches at doctoral level, 50% of students are overseas. 50%. And therefore they have this kind of global reach. India has examples, for example, persons who came from Afghanistan and studied in India. Their outlook on India was very different. We had students coming from Indonesia, even people of Indian origin from Mauritius, and their respect and kind of leadership, kind of companionship changes radically. I have personal experience of visiting Mauritius and our foreign students, erstwhile students coming together with such love that it's very difficult to describe in words. So I would urge this This is a very soft option, very low cost option of what I would call in different words foreign relations.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I will go from one academic to another academic, Professor Rajshekhar Pillai. You were involved in so many things at the national level, at UGC, at NAC, as a Vice Chancellor, and now also you are a Vice Chancellor of this Somaya University. What did you do special to develop peace and harmony among the student community on your campus or elsewhere?
Actually, the very purpose of education is to enhance the quality of life and life management systems. When we say quality of life and life management systems, it is not the life of the human being only. We believe in that universal harmony, universal satisfaction. And when we just look at education, we teach them about cultures, different belief systems, different religions. All these things are very important. Creating tolerance among people. Education has a great role. And then when it comes to education, particularly as Professor Sharma rightly mentioned, the students and academics are ambassadors of culture and peace across nations. This has been happening. For example, of course, I also come from the chemistry fraternity. So we had a chemistry Nobel laureate getting a Nobel Prize for Peace also, Linus Pauling. Linus Pauling was a very distinguished chemical scientist. Even basic chemistry, he has written very famous textbooks. Vitamin C and the Common Cold, that is his famous particular book. And he received the Nobel Prize in Peace also. After getting a Nobel Prize in chemistry, he received a Nobel Prize in Peace also. And when it comes to education, it is not only just creating educational excellence in any nation. It is also very important. For example, we have 1,100 universities and 50,000 colleges in this country. We are talking about enhancing the gross enrollment ratio from now it is 25 or 28 or anything, 28%. But it's very important. Of course, we have to create centers of excellence. We have ample examples of creation of centers of excellence in Bombay. For example, from my own discipline, ICT, Professor Sharma's creation and Professor Yadav and colleagues. There are a lot of institutions which are excellent. But if we want peace, if we want, for everybody's, even survival, it is very important to look at the bottom of the pyramid also. We are talking about institutions of excellence, maybe 0.001%, but we have to look at the bottom of the pyramid. When we have to provide education, we have to ensure that the large number, millions of students, millions of families, they get education in a reasonable way. That's very important. Therefore, institutions of excellence should concentrate on this particular fact. If we create some sort of a disparity there, I think peace will not be sustained. This we have seen all across the world. If you just study the history of development of the nations, you can see that only through educational educational exchange and the cultural exchange and the peace exchange will happen. And India has proved, of course, even our opening dance for this particular thing. We are mentioning about Shreyas for everybody. That was the prayer. Shreyas for everybody. And we start our prayers saying For everybody, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. That is something remarkable. This culture has, but it is very important that we should cultivate this to our academics and also to the bottom of the pyramid with several millions of students. So I am an incorrigible optimist. This country can do a great deal in this regard.
Thank you, Professor Pillai. You mentioned about Linus Pauling, who got 2 Nobel Prizes. He did not share with anybody.
Yes.
And 1962 was for peace. But there is something beyond that. Niels Bohr, after World War II, joined hands with Albert Einstein, and they started a movement called Atom for Peace. Although they were great scientists, they also believed in peace. Nuclear power should be used for peaceful purposes. So that was a wonderful thing you told. Now, I'm moving from you to a military man, Lieutenant General Arun Anantnarayanan. You have been at the forefront to protect our lives, the Indian citizens' life. In today's very complex world, security is of the prime importance. Can Bharat reconcile hard power with its universal message as a nation of peace and unity? What do you say, Lieutenant General?
So, Jai Hind, good evening. This shortest answer to your question, sir, has got only 3 alphabets. It's yes. So I have to recollect at this point a very senior officer I met. When I was a very young officer, we were in Kashmir. We were on the line of control, and we were at a place where we were higher than the Pakistani posts. Life along the line of control was pretty hostile. So they would be shelling across the border. So you would shell, 3 of them would die. They would shell, 3 of us would die. This would happen all over the place. Now, I was at a post which was much higher than the Pakistani post. Now, in military terms, it makes it much easier to observe, direct accurate fire, and cause casualties. He told me something in 1986, which I have tried to practice all through my career, and I still tell young people this. He would tell me, son, you do not need to shell and kill enemy soldiers. And I found it very strange because we brought up on a different diet. So he would tell me that it takes great courage. It takes the greatest strength to show restraint when you are powerful. That is what makes you a great leader, and that is what will make you a great country. But you need to have that power. That power is built with multiple things. There is the hard component of military technology where you need to be current. There is the soft power of saying, I have this hard power, but we choose to speak softly. However, that is a protection which every kingdom, every culture, every country, every civilization, every nation, sir, must possess. Therefore, we need the military technologists, the technocrats, the entrepreneurs to invest in making Bharat what it must be. We need, by the year 2070, to make India a 56 trillion economy. This is not a moonshot. This is not a loon shot. This is not even a crazy idea. This is not even a prediction. This is a forecast based on our capabilities and our hunger. The question is, can we revive that hunger? Be strong, yet be soft. We'll come back to your starting question, sir. The answer is yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Lieutenant General. When recently we had a war with Pakistan, many of our fellow countrymen said, why did Modi ji stop the war? But there is a very nice Sanskrit saying, Kshama Virasya Bhushanam. Pardon is the greatest virtue of a brave leader. And that is how peace is established. So thank you very much for enlightening us about your own experience. Now I will move from this to an industrialist, Sri Ravi Pandit ji. I must compliment Raviji for becoming fellow of Indian National Science Academy. Raviji, congratulations. Can technology and innovation in which you have been involved bring peace and prosperity to our great nation?
Again, like as Lieutenant General Arun said, a short answer is yes, and an emphatic yes. So, the way I look at it is that technology is an instrument which calls for really two things. A, you have to have a mental frame of using an instrument for the right thing. And secondly, you have to have the intellectual ability to refine that instrument. And I believe that the best use of technology is towards the mankind, the good of mankind. And like you, I would also like to quote from our scriptures, which essentially says, "Sarve tu sukhinas santu, sarve santu niramaya." I think that is the purpose for which we should use technology. I believe technology can be used to address our current major problems, and I would say at three levels. I believe that there is a problem at a global level in the context of our climate change. And I think it calls for extensive use of technology so that not only humanity, but every living organism in this universe and on this planet stays well. And I think technology can be brought to bear on solution of this problem. I also believe, and I will go back to your earlier words about Trump and tariff. I think technology can also be used for a better national well-being. I think we need to solve our own problems ourselves, and we need to see how do we bring in technology for that. And at the lowest level, I think we can also use technology for each and every one of us. How can we make our lives better? There is enough evidence to show over the last 200-300 years, technology has made a big impact on the lives of humanity. Never in the history of the world have so many people lived in such a good living conditions. And I think technology is probably at the root of it. And there is so much more that can be done. And I would think that we are at the beginning, or we are at the cusp of a new technological revolution which can make the world a far, far better place.
Thank you. Since you are based in industry, doing innovation, which is ultimately going to address the problems of net zero.
Yes.
Which is going to be an issue of global conflict. It is said, Navasya Moolam Tantra Jnanam.
Yes.
Every innovation has a technology base. So thank you very much for enlightening us. Now I will go to our good friend Ravi Ayerji. Can Bharat's civilizational ethos of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam guide the emerging global peace architecture? Because you have worked in different countries in the multipolar world, whereas it is not just one or two. There are many players in the peace efforts. What is your take on this?
Thank you very much. The world has seen, after the Second World War, the world was divided between Soviet Union and America. So it was two polar world. After the collapse of Soviet Union, there's unipolar world. But in the last 10 years, a new thing has emerged, multipolar world. In this we see one more interesting thing. Bharat is the unique country which has received highest civilian awards from 27 countries. Many of them are fighting with each other. Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, received award from Palestine, and their enemy Israel also. Both of them have given him their highest award. Saudi Arabia has given, Iran has given, like that. The only leader who is accepted by all the warring countries seems to be the Indian leaders. When I was in Thailand for more than 10 years, we had chance to take various Indian leaders to some of the local prime ministers and presidents. So once we were with the Vice President of Thailand, with one of our dignitaries, Lal Krishna Advani. At that time, he mentioned, that means the Vice President of Thailand, Sanya Dharmashakti said, we are very proud of Indian business people. There is a street called Sukhumvit Street. On either side, for 5 kilometers, all the skyscraper buildings are owned by Indians. He said, Indians are the richest community here in Thailand, but they are also the best taxpayers in this country, therefore we are proud of them. This is how the Indian business people have presented themselves in different countries. Some years back, the war had started between Saudi Arabia and Yemen. In Yemen, there were so many nationalities in the construction area, and suddenly the war has taken place. Carpet bombing was going on in Yemen capital Sana'a and other places. So America started phoning both the parties and saying, stop the war because we have to pull out our people. China tried to stop the war. We want to pull out our people. Country by country, they tried, UK, France. Everyone failed. Then our Prime Minister Narendra Modi phoned Saudi Arabia, please stop bombing for a few days. They accepted. Then he told the Yemen president, can you open the Sana'a airport, that is their capital? He said, yes, I am ready to it. When that got opened, our minister, V.K. Singh, who was Chief of Army Staff, he was there standing at a place where every day bombing is taking place. We were able to rescue more than 4,000 people. America, China, UK, France, all of them are saying, please take our people also and bring them to safety. So what other nations could not do, India could do it. Just one example, like that you can see country by country, so many examples are there. In the Ukraine and Russian war, America is supporting one party, some countries are supporting another country. The only leader who has visited both Russia and Ukraine is Indian leader. So this is where India is, because we always believe in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. In all the United Nations, voting on Kashmir, Turkey has always voted in favor of Pakistan and against India. But when they had a devastating earthquake, उस समय बिना उनके कोई रिक्वेस्ट भारत ने प्लेन लोड्स ऑफ मदद उनको भेजा. इतना ही नहीं, इन एनी अर्थक्वेक इफ पीपल आर बरीड बिलो द डेब्रिस यू हैव टू रेस्क्यू देम विद इन 3 days, नहीं तो मर जाएंगे. तो हमारे एक्सपर्ट्स वहाँ गए थे, स्निफिंग डॉग्स को वहाँ भेजे और हजारों लोगों को हमने रेस्क्यू किया. हमने ये नहीं कहा कि तुम हमारे लिए वोट नहीं देते हो इसलिए हम आपको मदद नहीं करेंगे, नहीं. हमने सब मानवता के नाते हमने मदद किया. तो ये है भारत की पहचान. जब हमारे डॉक्टर्स और जो सोशल वर्कर्स वापस आ रहे थे टर्की के एयरपोर्ट में, हजारों लोग वहाँ खड़े रहकर आंखों में आंसू भरे. उन्होंने कहा कि आपने यहाँ एक जो तिरंगा झंडा लगाया है ये निकल कर हमें दे दीजिए, ये हम अपने पूजा घर में रखने वाले हैं, बिकॉज यू हैव सेव्ड आवर पीपल. भारत इज emerging as world leader for peace, and since we have here eminent business people who have established across various continents, आप जहाँ भी है आपके अंदर वही DNA है जो भारत में सभी लोगों के पास है. तो आपके कारण वहाँ एक नया दुनिया खड़ा होने वाला है और वो भारतीय संस्कृति के आधार पर जाने वाला है. इसलिए वसुधैव कुटुंबकम, भारत ताकतवान बनेगा, दुनिया में शांति आएगी. यही भारत है, सही समय है, यही समय है. इंडिया's टाइम हैज़ कम. जय हिंद.
Thank you, Raif ji. धन्यवाद. You know, the real Shanti Dut, agent of peace, is here in India in the form of our Honorable Prime Minister. But I also want to tell you something. During the COVID times, India provided 135 nations with the vaccine. That was the greatest peace effort, both science and technology. So that is one of the best things which happened. Thank you very much. Now, बताइए.
जब भारत के प्रधानमंत्री पापा न्यू गिनिया गए थे, रात को देर से पहुंचे, प्रोटोकॉल को छोड़कर वहां के प्रधानमंत्री और उनके साथ आजू बाजू के 10 देशों के प्रधानमंत्री जेम्स मरापे एयरपोर्ट में खड़े थे, और जैसे नरेंद्र मोदी नीचे आए तो झुककर पैर छूकर उन्होंने उनका स्वागत किया. दूसरे दिन प्रेस ने पूछा, वी आर ए क्रिश्चियन नेशन, वी डोंट हैव द हैबिट ऑफ टचिंग समबडीज फीट, व्हाई डिड यू डू दिस? तब उन्होंने बताया, जब कोविड आया था तो हमने बड़े बड़े देशों को, यूरोप को कहा कि हमको जल्दी दवा भेजिए, वी वांट टू सेव आवर कंट्री. तब उन्होंने कहा, तो हमने तो दवा हमारे फ्रिज में रखा है, क्योंकि सेकेंड वेव आएगा, थर्ड वेव आएगा, हमको हमारे देश को बचाना है, हम नहीं दे सकते हैं. उस समय सारे थर्ड वर्ल्ड कंट्रीज़ को भारत ने बचाया. भारत के कोवैक्सीन गया था. इंडिया हैज़ सच अ ह्यूज पॉपुलेशन टू टेक केयर ऑफ. इन स्पाइट ऑफ इट, वी गेव मेडिसिन्स टू देम. तो जेम्स मरापे, द प्राइम मिनिस्टर सेड, anybody coming from India is not a guest. India represents Vishwa Guru. Therefore, anybody coming from India is my Guru. Therefore, I will touch his feet. Dhanyavad.
Thank you. Dhanyavad, Ravi ji. Since we are on the topic of health, I will go to Dr. Indira Hinduja. Madam, how the healthcare industry could be used as a pillar of global peace? You know that many people are coming for treatment, including from our great neighbor Pakistan. They are also coming to India for getting treatment. So healthcare is a very big issue as far as global peace is concerned. What is your experience on this?
Well, first of all, Bharat can leverage its medical aid to the several countries to cooperate and worldwide in several ways. One which I would say is, Bharat is known as a pharmacy of India. And this due to its ability to produce the high quality, affordable medicines. By sharing this expertise, Bharat has helped countries to improve their health, as well as by forming the good healthcare accessibility and affordability. Besides that, we can also afford the disaster response. During the time of disasters, when the country need, we have used several countries, like we all heard today, 98 countries we provided vaccination. And also Ukraine during the war, Turkey at the time of, and such several incidences are there. This disaster response can be shared with those countries and also confirmed that we can help and others can also help. In this case, we can also build the training programs to share the expertise that how we can manage the health care during this disaster. Not only the skills, affordable medicines, affordable vaccine, and also simultaneously we can train them to have this. And when we talk about the training such countries, we should also get involved in their technological trainings and innovation. I would just tell you one incident. Some time back, I was reading a medical journal in which it was shown the scientist Bader from Johns Hopkins, Maryland, was initiating to synthesize the yeast chromosomes. The chromosome synthesis chemically, he wanted to eventually go into the chemical human being. The yeast synthesis yeast has got 16 chromosomes and almost over 1 lakh of genomes. Genomes are the segment of all that. So what he did, he took 60 good able students, taken them for the summer holiday and started the job which he has already initiated. They were working 6 months, day and night, 24/7 to synthesize the chromosome. And in a very short while, he realized that it is a gigantic job, it's a Hercules job. He cannot. So then he involved other countries such as Great Britain, China, Singapore, Australia. After reading, I stopped my reading article. My nephew was sitting in front of me. He asked me, "What happened, Didi? Why did you become so sad?" I said, "We have to raise our research to an extent so that in one of such lists, India is also included." So here we have started just the initiation of training the countries to manage the disaster. But my aim is that one should see in the list of this where the world comes that please collaborate with us. Not that we do not have the brains, we do not have the expertise. We do have that, but definitely we should manage that and we will be able to do one day. But only time is that I may not be there. Probably we are born little too early. But in case the youngsters go into it, they can take the India to sky. Because in the field of telecommunication, you see all over the Indian students. And in this case, I feel they should go. Whereas your question is that how can we do that and so that other countries are there. I'll give you one example. Very recent, I can give you, almost a month ago, there was one reputable nurse, or maybe she was a matron of a very big hospital. And when she was retiring, unfortunately, she needed to have the knee transplant. But not one, but both knees. She asked the institute, the hospital quoted her that this is not covered under insurance, so you have to pay. So she just kept quiet and continued suffering because entire her life saving, also if she put into, she will not be able to get. Fortunately, one nurse from India was working in that, and they asked her, "Why don't you go and inquire in India? Such operations have been done in that." So she inquired in one of the corporate hospital. They quoted the price less than half than what it was quoted to her by her own institute. She came here. Instead of staying here 10 days, she worked here, stayed here for 5 to 6 weeks. Both her knees were replaced and she went home happily, and she shared her experience in social media. So that is where I have read it, that India can rise to such an extent that whole world can think of that such technology is available. Let me tell you one thing. Innovation and instrumentation and techniques and new machineries are available here too. But the skills, which is sheer the number of cases we're doing, are much better as compared to any doctor anywhere in the world. Why? Because we do more operations here than the more investigations.
Thank you, doctor. Thank
if you see the neighboring countries, like now at present, we only cater to many Middle East countries. But however, the cases are spoiled by the agents who come along with that. But if we can do is medical tourism, I'm sure we will be able to get more cases from all over the world, and definitely we will be able to do the better job because it is more skilled job rather than instrumentation. So I feel that we must do a medical tourism and also advertise it freely that this can be done here.
Thank
so
you,
definitely
doctor.
we can say we can do the better job and anywhere else. Besides this, what the disaster management, affordable medicine, sharing this, but technically we are far superior, far better, because we know that practice makes you perfect. So that is what the Indian doctors
Thank you. You know, spirituality often translates politics and business. So I'm going to ask Mohanji, what do you think of spirituality as a tool of global peace?
Telemedicine.
Thank you so much. Can you hear? Thank you so much. A lot. Because from what Madam said, I would like to take from there. You know, we need to have a larger picture all the time. It's not about medicine, patients, doctors, experiments, and stuff like that. You see, today, everybody is bombarded with radiation from the satellites. We're trying for speed in communication, and we are falling sick. The plankton is dying in the oceans, which is killing the blue whales, and the entire ecosystem is going. The radiation is affecting every man, woman, child, animal, everything. Ecology is affected. Because we are looking at from a certain angle, we don't see the larger picture. This is where Bharat comes in. You know, one thing we lost in the world is sensitivity. We are not sensitive anymore. It's profits, business, one-upmanship, who makes more money, profits, trade. This is where we are rotating. We are not looking at how we can make a drastic change in the whole, the vibratory level, let's say vibratory level, because we are all children of vibrations. If our vibrations are not compatible, we are disconnected. We are disconnected. That is where Bharat comes in the picture. Why are so many people, let's say minority community, distracted and killed in the world and nobody cares? This is because we failed. Why are children affected, children dying? Because we are killing children and the laboratories are our abattoirs. We are killing children. We are separating mother from babies, cows and calves, pigs, everything. See, nobody is given any kind of rights now, even human beings. So we are a country, only country, where we have actually done deep penetration into one thing called moksha. Dharma, artha, kama, everybody has. But moksha, the liberation path, starts with you. How are you conducting yourself in the world? If you look at various great masters, like we are giving the award to Amma, the most important person today, how many lives she is touching every day? She deserves an award. There are so many people like this. And it is important to clear the laboratories from these animals being injected on, tortured and killed. To clean up the system, we need to have greater forests. See, I'm doing a project called Indigenous Integration. We are integrating all the indigenous people of the world together for preserving the forests. Many, many countries are participating. We have a conference coming up in November. Most of them do not like vaccination. Now it is proven that autism is connected to vaccination. You must have heard what Trump said. 1 out of 13 people are going to be autistic. Who's responsible? Nobody takes responsibility. You know, nobody. I think everybody should sue the vaccine companies. Everybody. 1 out of 13 means our whole generations are missed, finished. When a baby comes out of the hospital, it's injected about 40 times or something. I'm not a doctor. These are all things which I hear, and I work with various doctors. This is a crime. Because the natural settings are all disturbed and the immunity is disturbed, then a child comes out and programmed to conquer the world through business, completely useless. sensitivity. We need sensitivity. We need to be balanced, and our balance should speak. Bharat is the world guru for this. We have to start from here. And also, we were talking about peace. Do we actually believe in peace? I don't think so. I've attended many peace conferences in the world. I always think it's hypocrisy. There's no world peace. We don't mean it, because how many countries are manufacturing only weapons while they can manufacture food? Food is not important. People are starving and dying while we manufacture weapons. Weapons are for what? To kill people, to destroy. That's given priority, while food is not given priority. So do we really mean world peace? I don't think so. I've never seen that honestly. I tell this to everybody. See, if you really mean world peace, show it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, very interestingly, the American president called its Department of Defense and Department of War. He should have called it peace. Thank you. Thank you. Last panelist is Professor Uday Raghunath Birje. Professor Birje, you have been involved in integrating the principles of compassion and service to mankind. Would you please briefly tell us what you have been doing?
I would like to add one thing. Uday's great-grandfather, Raghunath Rao Birje, fought in a war in Israel when Israel was under foreign occupation, Ottomans. He was one of those great soldiers who died in Israel for the liberation of Israel. And therefore, his name is there at Aleppo Memorial in Israel. His great-grandfather's name is mentioned. Same way in Delhi, there is a memorial. There also his great-grandfather's name is mentioned. He carries the legacy of a great hero of Haifa. Dhanyavad.
Very nice story.
Thank you. Firstly, Jai Hind, respected ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I would like to thank my guru, Ravi Ayerji. Because of him, I think in the last 10 years since I met him, he's inspired me to do so many things, unimaginable things. And also I would like to thank Darpan Foundation and Gaganji for doing some great things. And just 2 weeks back, I was in Chhattisgarh, and his brother-in-law was also churning out another miracle in Chhattisgarh, something similar in a different context. Fantastic work, Gaganji. So thank you for inviting me. So I think the question here is, see, today, September 11th, is known for two reasons. One is a negative, we'll not talk about it, but the most positive reason is, Swami Vivekananda, possibly the most inspiring world philosopher, delivered the speech in Chicago in 1893. It doesn't end there, because on the way to Chicago, Swami Vivekananda in Tokyo met another very inspiring person. And there's no need to, you all know who that inspiring person, Jamshedji Tata. In a hotel in Tokyo, he met Swami Vivekananda, and Jamshedji Tata met. So there are multiple personalities involved here. Okay, I will talk about that. So Jamshedji Tata and Swami Vivekananda started talking about the pathetic condition India is under the British rule. So they said that, if we don't do something, India is going to become maybe a banana republic or whatever, irrelevant even more. So that conversation inspired the setting up of one of the world's #1 institution called Indian Institute of Science. The true Atmanirbharta, the true conversation of Atmanirbharta or self-reliance started there, which is actually now promoted by Prime Minister Modi ji since 2014. And I have seen it. I have spent about 35 years in the technology industry, 35 plus years. I think there is no other option. We have a military leader, we have a spiritual leader, we have a, cultural leader, all kinds of leaders here. Everybody will agree that without Atmanirbharata, our country will, I think we will waste all our talent. That is one thing. Second is, see, there are two leaders who inspire me. One is Swami Vivekananda, and the second one is, how many of you know, just Raviji just mentioned that my great-grandfather went to Israel to liberate a very famous city called Haifa. How did he go there? Mysore Maharaja's royal army was sent and my great-grandfather served there. So Mysore Maharaja was a great friend of Swami Vivekananda. So when Swami Vivekananda and Jamshedji Tata came up with this great idea of Atmanirbharata and self-reliance and setting up an institution, Mysore Maharaja donated 400 acres of land in Bangalore, and that is what the land is today, is Indian Institute of Science. Just last week, Indian Institute of Science was rated as the #1 institution in the country, #1. So I think two, three points I think we all as seniors should, focus on. I'm also a mentor and an advisor to Ramakrishna Ashram in Bangalore, which is just 100 meters from the college where I studied. So right from 1980s, I have been inspired by Swami Vivekananda. I'm a professor of practice in another institution which is called Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies in Delhi. So by divine intervention, I think Swami Vivekananda I'm connected deeply. But the main point here is, I was in a summer camp with children of some of the top schools in Bangalore at Ramakrishna Ashram over 2 months back during the summer break. I just asked these children, give me the names of 3 scientists. These children from the top schools, okay, they said Albert Einstein, Thomas Alva Edison, and another foreign scientist. Just down the road, we have a great institution called Raman Research Institute. C.V. Raman was a Nobel laureate. So our children, the first recall is a foreign scientist, but we forget that we had great scientists like Homi Bhabha, we had great scientists like C.V. Raman, J.C. Bose, so many people. There is nothing wrong in honoring the foreign scientists, but our children, the first recall, the pride that we should take with our own scientists. And I think in the morning, I want to test this again. So we were at Homi Bhabha University. I asked the same question. Somebody stood up and said, Albert Einstein. So I think this is where the brainwashing of last 60 to 70 years has happened. We need to take pride in our own scientists, our own leaders, and our own work. I think that is the only way we will progress and only way we will become Atmanirbharata. That's the message which I am carrying in the last 10 years. And I think through this platform, kindly, I think, take this message across to all the children. And also one more thing, and I'm actually in the last 10 years, ever since I quit from HP where I was in a very senior role, the large cities like Bombay, Delhi, Bangalore. And I come from a very famous city called Bengaluru, which is known for 2 big things. One is traffic jams, and second is, of course, we generate 40 to 50% of the startups and innovation. So the next set of Steve Jobs of the world, Steve Jobs of India, or Mark Zuckerberg of India, or all the great innovators, or the Elon Musk of India will not come from Bangalore or Bombay or whatever. They'll come from this rural and the second-tier cities. I think that is what we need to focus on, and that is where I am spending time in second-tier cities like Mangalore, Mysore, Udupi, and of course nationally I also go to Shillong, which is far away in the east. I think we should make that as a mandate. I think the main cities are no longer going to serve the purpose. We need to focus on the second cities.
Thank you.
That's all.
Thank you. I want to tell you one interesting part. You talked about Jamshedji Tata. If you land at Bangalore airport even now and ask the taxi wala or auto rickshaw wala, they don't say Indian Institute of Science, they say Tata Institute. They always say Tata Institute. Even now, that is the legacy of Tata. So I must come to the conclusion. We had a very illuminating discussion. So I must stop here with a prayer. Sarve sukhana santu, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, mam kashit dukna mahapiyat. Let everybody be happy, peace be upon everybody. That is what we want to spend a message here at this particular event. Thank you very much. Thank you all of you.
Thank you, Padma Shri Professor P.D. Yadav ji. Thanks to each one of you. Your words are not just the expression, but your experience in life. But truly significant to guide Bharat new generation and build peace through different ways. Dignitaries for the felicitation round. Would call upon on stage Mr. Ravi ji, Mr. Gagan ji, and Mr. Satish Modji to felicitate Padma Vibhushan Dr. Manmohan Sharma ji. Please get the award on stage. Thank you, sir. I would request Padma Shri Professor G.D. Yadav ji, A. Rajashekhar ji, and Samir Kopekar ji to felicitate Lieutenant General Arun Ananthanarayan ji. Thank you so much. I would invite Mr. Manmohan Sharma ji, Ms. Rama Singh Durgavanshi ji, and Ms. Rucha Limaye to felicitate Padma Shri Dr. Indira Hinduja ji. Thank you so much. Thank you. I would invite Mr. Arun Anarathan ji, Mr. Sandeep Veling ji, and Mr. Jackie Shroff ji to please come on stage to felicitate Dr. Mohan ji. वो बोल नहीं सकता, छोड़ देना।
What am I supposed to do? Do something?
Yeah, over there. Thank you so much. I would invite Manmohan Sharma ji, Vinod Bhimrajka ji, and Nidarshana Goswami ji to felicitate Mr. Ravi Pandit ji. Nidarshana Govani ji. I would request to do it a little fast. We have second panel still to go on stage. So it's for Mr. Ravi Pandit ji. Thank you so much. Mr. Arun Anantharan ji, Mr. Gagan ji, Mr. Atul Kharate ji would felicitate to Mr. Raj Pillai. Please make it a little fast. छोड़ दो ना हो गया. Please have a round of applause. Thank you so much. Mr. Atul Kulkarni ji, Professor Srinivasan Iyengar ji and CA Yogesh ji to please felicitate Mr. Uday ji. Thank you so much. Mr. Atul Kharate ji, Mr. Vijay Papriwal ji and Mr. CA Jana ji to felicitate Ravi Iyer ji. Please make it a bit faster. We have a second round of discussion. Vijay ji, CA Jana ji. Thank you so much. Mr. Gagan ji, Mr. Gaurav Bapat ji and Mr. Vijay Papriwal ji to felicitate Padma Shri Professor G.D. Yadav ji. Thank you so much. I would thank all the dignitaries up upon on the stage. Mr. Gaganji, please make them seated. I would now like to call upon the second panel of discussion on the stage. Mr. Nadir Godrej ji, Mr. Vikram Shroff, Mr. Ashok Jain, Dr. Huzaifa Qureshiwala, Mr. Manish Jawar, Mr. Vishal Chordia ji, Mr. Vishwas Jain ji. please come up on the stage. Mr. Madhukar Parekh ji. I would now request Mr. Gagan Malhotra ji, who is the co-convener for this discussion panel, to please take up the stage. It was my pleasure to have an interaction with you for this evening. Now, after me, it's going to be Ms. Rucha Limay who will be taking up the stage. So, Mr. Gagan Malhotra, the stage is with you. Gagan.
Thank you, Sarika, for such a lovely anchoring. The first panel discussion was such a great discussion we had on various topics. Now, moving ahead, I'd love to have a silence in the auditorium. Is it possible for everyone to be seated and have a little silence? I know the program has got extended. Request everyone to be seated and be silent little. So we are at the panel discussion 2, Bharatiya business in a multi-polar world. My first question is going from Mr. Nadir Godrej ji. As Bharat emerges on the global stage, how can it be diversified? Industrial groups contribute to sustainable and inclusive growth.
Thank you. The most important thing is to embed social responsibility in every aspect of the business. In the business, of course, to do CSR, but also to embody it in the core aspects of the business, to have green products that are socially useful, and always focus on how you're benefiting society by employment, by making the right products, useful products, solving problems, and that's how business can do it. And to ensure that we have opportunities for the communities through skill building, livelihood support, and equitable access. The growth should be profitable, but it should also be purposeful.
Thank you, Mr. Nadir Godrej ji. Now I have my second question for Mr. Vikram Shroff. UPL impacts farming in 130 plus countries. How do you balance commercial expansion with the responsibility of promoting harmony with nature?
Thank you. Very, very good question. So, firstly, we should be, let me brag a little bit that while we are the 5th largest agrochemical company selling in 138 countries, and we proudly started from India, we are #1 in organic and sustainable and biological products.
Wow.
So that clearly shows, and in many countries, 50% of our sales are in this space. Second, with technology coming in, the way the farmer applies, the way new technologies and new products are coming, the whole system is changing to being more green and sustainable. I'll give you one example. We have a simple product that reduces fertilizer consumption by as much as 20%. So, and we know fertilizer on the one side is the biggest contributor to greenhouse gases. So many such examples are there, and we are very proud of the innovation of our scientists, and we are very hopeful for the future. Thank you.
What a lovely answer. Now I have a question for Mr. Ashok Jain. Jain Irrigation's micro irrigation solution have reached 126 plus countries. What were the key drivers that helped you scale this impact globally?
The success of Jain Irrigation lies in a visionary blend of innovation, integration, and impact. Key drivers include a farm-to-fork model that connects farmers to markets, investment in R&D and localized solution for diverse agroclimatic zones, focus on sustainability and water use efficiency. We specialize in adoption of technology to suit the local need and culture. We always give system-based solution, and Jain's ability to adapt Indian solution for global relevance made it a leader in water smart agriculture.
Thank you so much. Now I have a question related to a very different domain. It's pharmaceutical. So this question is for Dr. Huzaifa Khorakiwala. Govt Foundation has impacted millions through healthcare, sanitation, education initiative. How do you balance the dual mission of being a global pharmaceutical company and a social development institution?
So, good evening to good evening to everyone. Govt Foundation is the charitable and the CSR arm of Govt Limited, which is a global healthcare organization. And Govt Limited is now involved in antibiotic drug discovery. So we are doing the basic research in the R&D for the last 25 years in antibiotics. And today, after 25 years and approximately $500 million, Govt is the world leader in antibiotic drug discovery. And we have 6 products in the QIDP status of the US FDA, which means that the US FDA has given a fast-track clinical approval to these 6 products. And this is the highest in antibiotic space in any pharmaceutical industry, in any company in the world. So this is a great achievement because Indian pharma companies are generally not known for their R&D and research. They are generic companies. And this is a great achievement for India. And nafithromycin, which was launched for pneumonia in India, has been launched in association with BIRAC, which is a government of India. And this antibiotics are going to save 5 to 10 million lives every year. And this is basically for AMR, antimicrobial resistance, where all the other, the super bugs, they are not working, other antibiotics are not working. And these antibiotics will work and they will save 5 to 10 million lives a year.
Wow. That's really a huge number. Moving ahead, we have Mr. Manish Jhawar. So my question for Mr. Manish Jhawar would be, digital transformation is reshaping global business. What role do you see Bharat's IT and digital services sector playing in shaping the next phase of the world economy?
Thanks. So, 10 years back when we would go and meet our clients the world over and try to share stories of Indian banks, right? They would not pay much attention, right? But now when we go and meet our customer, they are all eager to know what is this financial revolution that is happening in India, this digital payments revolution that is happening. Because nowhere else in the world things are happening at this scale, at this complexity, and where the public digital infrastructure is available in such an innovative form. So we clearly see fintech is one area where we are not just a service provider, we are a knowledge provider. And the world looks towards India, right, for innovation. The second area where I strongly believe is that one thing is to build AI, and another thing is to trust AI, right? And to build trust in AI, it can almost take 30 to 40% of the cost of building an AI agent. So we can become the global hub for assuring reliability, security, safety of AI. That's another big area where we can not just export software, but export confidence in software, right? And lastly, we see the mushrooming of so many GCCs in India, right? Everybody wants to set up shop here. Everybody wants to tap into the data and AI talent, right? So what started as a back office work, right? Today they are co-innovation hubs. And they are reimagining their businesses, right, along with their overseas counterparts. So from software factory, soon will become an AI factory. So
So I see a lot of opportunities where Bharat is going to influence the future.
Thank you, Mr. Manish. You correctly mentioned about the AI. So artificial intelligence is taking the complete world to the next era. Now I have a question for Mr. Vishwas Jain. Your company Construction Engineering Group has delivered projects in more than 25 countries. What unique Indian strength make our engineers competitive worldwide?
Thank you, Gaganji. As we know, we are producing, I think, the second largest engineering force in the world after China. 1.5 million engineers every year are getting graduated from India. And Indian engineers have gained excellent exposure and expertise during last 20 years within India and outside India both. You might have seen our engineers are heading many organizations in America, and as well as we are responsible for projects like bullet train and metros and many more iconic projects. And we have huge potential to export our services, do business of construction outside India and within India both. Indian market itself is quite big. If we talk, because I belong to a consulting company, Consulting Engineers Group Limited. I am founder managing director of this company, and we are working as on today in 20 countries and have worked in 25 countries. What I have observed, Indian engineers are accepted everywhere with respect, great respect, with their expertise. What we need, little bit of more skill development, adopting new technologies like BIM and AI, adopting green materials. So I feel there is a big potential for Indian engineers, consulting companies, construction companies to be global and to work in India and outside India. What we have to remember, work with ethics, don't compromise with integrity, and always try to produce or remember the timeline of the project, deliver on the time, that's all.
So I have a very interesting fact to tell about Vishwas Jain ji. So everyone knows about Tata. So there is a bullet train project which is happening in Mumbai. So it's a joint venture between Tata and CEG Group. And you won't believe, like, CEG is the bigger partner and Tata is the smaller partner.
No, Tata is definitely a bigger partner, but we bring technology to the project. So because we have this expertise in constructing metros and rail and linear projects. So we join hands with Tata, and they are definitely big brother for us. And we are gaining experience, or this, what you can say, the culture of Tata definitely is which is to be remembered everywhere, and we are definitely learning from Tata.
Yeah. True. So moving ahead, I have a question from Mr. Vishal Chodia ji. So Suhana Masala has taken Indian flavors to 60 plus countries. What cultural challenges and opportunities do you face while globalizing Indian cuisine?
Sabhi ko Jai Hind. I personally feel food diplomacy is the best diplomacy any country can have. And when we share food, it is basically spreading joy, happiness and love and affection with each other. As Suhana, we have been working hard in creating customized palettes or globalized palettes under Suhana brand, with its Indianized flavors and spreading Indian flavors and Indian food globally. Also in most of the important stores like Tesco, Sainsbury or Walmarts, the global aisles are been getting more prominence and importance, and Suhana has been sharing a very proud space and an important space there. So I think it's all about presenting India through spices, presenting Indian culture and Indian food through our products, and also spreading joy, affection, and warmth through our Indian cuisine and culture. So I think we have been kind of getting very good response globally for Indian food. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vishal. So yes, food is something like which unite the world. Food is something like which unite the family. Now we have seen like lot many times, like when we go into a restaurant, when we are sitting on a table, like everyone is sitting on their individual phones. So that is the only thing which we can, like with the flavors, we can tell them like, okay, we should leave aside the mobiles and we should concentrate on as a personal time which we are spending in a restaurant. Moving ahead. Actually, I wanted to ask Mr. Madhukar Parekhji in the start, but I wanted it to be an end. Like, Pidilite has been present in more than 70 countries. How you were able to convert this homegrown adhesive brand into a global symbol of trust and innovation?
First of all, we are present globally in a modest way. It's not, I don't think so we are very strong in all these countries, barring a few countries where we are number one. But it takes patience and understanding the local way of working, local culture, and then leveraging that to grow the brand and the product portfolio. It happens over a period of time, but you have to do it the right way. So that is what we are on a journey. Some countries we are already number one, some countries we will become number one. But we have perfected this particular aspect of working in India for maybe 60 years, 60 plus years. And that involves actually basically connecting with the key stakeholders, which are the people who are on the ground. In our case, the carpentry contractors and masons and electricians and all those people. So many times, they are overlooked, but we have been working with them closely for all this time from early days, and it is now we have close to maybe 2.5 lakh carpentry contractors and 2.5 lakh other contractors. So close to 500,000 contractors are where we work on a regular basis. We meet them at least once a month or more, and they employ possibly a million or 2 million other workmen with them. So what we have found is that if you take care of their needs, their aspirations, their need for quality and price and everything, then things work out actually. But it is a painstaking effort, and one has to be kind of at it for a long period of time, and that is what I think we have been attempting overseas as well. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. For much of our recent history, global economic and political power was polarized in one of the two nations that dedicated the terms of trade, capital, and influence. Today, the world has shifted into a multipolar world where opportunities and challenges are distributed across the diverse regions. So what do you think? Is this the time what has come? We should be thinking more and more global, because this is a time where everyone is looking like Bharat as the next pandemic growth country. So there is a lot to be discussed today. I'll ask one more question to Mr. Nadir Godrej, sir. With climate change and sustainability becoming central to global discourse, what role do you see Bharat's industries playing in setting global benchmarks?
I see Bharat becoming a leader in sustainable technologies, in green chemistry, all of us focusing on carbon neutrality, using all existing technologies as well as developing new technologies which are essential to solve this problem. and also all of us championing circular economy models, recycling of plastics, reusing resources. A lot of wastage can be stopped by recycling, and scarce elements can be recycled also. And we should become global exporters of these solutions. Also, we should be very clear that India is a very good place to do offsets. And we should encourage offsets. Of course, we should reduce our carbon emissions, but we should also work on offsets. We can plant trees, restore nature. Lots can be done, and Bharat should lead in this and teach the rest of the world what to do.
True. So now my next question is for Mr. Vikram Shroff. What message would you share with the future leaders who aim to remove the word hunger from the world?
Thank you. Yeah, okay. So first I'd just like to also contribute to what Nadarji said. So in the world of ESG, FTSE, Dow Jones, they run the highest index to measure companies' performance on ESG. And you'll be proud to know that in the chemical world, there are companies like Bayer, Monsanto, BASF, Dow, DuPont. But the company that's number one is an Indian company called UPL.
Yeah.
So we don't even know this, right? So very proud to say that I'm a part of UPL. Talking about global hunger.
Yeah.
See, I think the world is producing enough food. Is it being distributed appropriately?
No.
Are people taking the right calories? So I think it's a very controversial topic. So I think food waste today, unfortunately, parts of the world are at war. Parts of the world people are starving. And there are parts of the world where they have obesity problems. I think with education, with smart AI, so I wear a ring that tells me how healthy I am. People wear watches, other things. So I'm very optimistic with IoT devices for food transportation and food decay. The world will be in a better place. But production is enough today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. My next question is for Mr. Ashok Jain. What message would you like to give to all the Indian innovators who aspire to solve global problems in agri-tech and water?
Think globally, but innovate locally. Start with real problems on the ground, build inclusive, scalable solutions, and ensure your innovations create measurable social and environmental impact. India's strength lies in its diversity and constraints that drive your creativity. Collaborate across sectors, stay rooted in ethics, and remember the world is looking to Bharat not just for technology but for wisdom and resilience in sustainability.
Thank you. Now I have the next question for Dr. Huzefa Khoraki ji. So what's your message to you young leaders who aspire to combine profit with purpose and make Bharat healthcare and social innovation models a benchmark worldwide?
I think Gandhiji said that the purpose of business is that you are not the owner of your wealth, but you are a trustee of your wealth. And if you have this philosophy that we all who are sitting over here, the wealth does not belong to us, but we are a trustee of the wealth. And when we have the philosophy that we are the trustee, then we have the welfare of our employees. We have transparent and honest policies with our investors. Then our customers, we don't do misrepresentation and all this. And also we take care of the social communities which are living around our factories, our offices, etc. So the important thing to integrate social responsibility, as Mr. Godrej had said, along with the core business operation is very important. The 2% mandate of CSR should not just be seen as a way of spending the money, but to have an impact and spend it in a very meaningful and a proper manner.
Thank you, Dr. Huzefa. Now I have the next question for Mr. Vishwas Jain. What message would you give to young engineers and entrepreneurs who wants to play a role in building Bharat's global infrastructure footprints?
Keep learning and don't compromise with integrity towards.
Thank you. Very short and simple, precise. Now, Mr. Manish, sir, what message would you give to young tech entrepreneurs who aspire to build companies that put Bharat on the global digital innovation map?
I think this is the right time to be in India as a tech entrepreneur. To be a tech entrepreneur. You see, I mean, earlier when some platform or product would be launched overseas, India would not feature among the first 10 markets they would target. But today, if you see, ChatGPT, the second largest market for them is India. And they are saying it is likely to become the #1. So nowhere else you get the kind of complexity, the scale, and the digital infrastructure to build and learn. So my message to Indian tech entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs is, focus on being AI native, focus on product excellence, because in AI trust matters a lot. Focus on being global first, and focus on frugal innovation, because Indian customers provide a great opportunity to learn that. And when I see young people today, for them AI has almost become like a mother tongue, right, for them. I mean, and the way they think and reimagine how to solve problems, how to learn is very different than the older folks. So there is a great opportunity the young people have to build the future.
Thank you. Now, I have the question for Mr. Vishal. What message would you like to share with those working to carry Bharat culture and enterprise to new international markets?
As the influx of tourists have been growing in India, few things which they carry back with them, one of the important one is food. And the food reaching globally through people who are visiting India are definitely looking at authentic food of India. So I will definitely say that stay authentic. Make sure that along with food, we also spread the culture and the wisdom behind the food we have, because the kind of wholesome food India serves, very few countries in the world have understood the importance of the complete food which India can offer to the world. So be authentic, have sustainability in mind, and grow our culture through food is what I will say. Thank you.
Thank you. So I have the last question for Mr. Madhukar Parekhji. What message would you give to Bharatiya entrepreneurs aiming to combine business success with social impact?
Combine what?
So what message would you give to the Bharatiya entrepreneurs aiming to combine business success with social impact?
See, business actually is the, they said, we have our body is just one part of the body, which body is the society, and we belong to the society. The society has made us what we are today. Actually, we thrive in the society because of the kind of support we receive from the society, support and all kinds of assistance we get. So I think we should not forget that, it is our obligation and a duty to provide, give it back to the society. So it's not something that you do as a charity or a philanthropy or something. I would say that it is our core duty that we should do whatever best we can do to give it back to the society. So it's a kind of an inseparable part of how you do business. So you maintain practices, ethical, environmentally conscious or sensitive, and then do whatever you can do when you come across your stakeholders or your neighbors or anybody, to make sure that you spread the kind of, you provide the kind of service and support which they may require. So I would say that this is how I would urge people to see that it is an integral part. It's not something that you do out of any other sense of favor or sense of charity or anything, but it is something which should come naturally, and we should serve the society in that, with that spirit.
Thank you, Mr. Parekh. Today, actually, Mr. Parekh was not supposed to answer any questions, but it was such a pleasure, words like to hear from him. So this panel reflects on how Bharat's business can adapt to a shifting geopolitics, build stronger global partnerships, and transform multipolarity into an engine of shared prosperity and sustainable peace. So actually I want to extend this question to a next level also, but as I know, like, there's a very shortage of time, so I would thank all the dignitaries present on the stage for such a lovely interaction. Now I'd like all the dignitaries to sit on the sofa. Achha.
Your friend wants to remind you something. I would request Nadir to speak something on his poetries, especially for the conference, because without your poetry, you know.
Give me a minute.
So ये बहुत बड़ा धर्म संकट आ गया कि मतलब अब ये उत्तर देना है.
This is a poem on ESG. According to Steven Pinker and supported by many a thinker, the world's becoming a better place, though at a slow but steady pace. And yet there are problems for sure, and climate change is at the fore. Inequality is also dire, and maybe getting much higher. If progress on all these is slow, the consequences are grave, we know. Their abilities and constraints are such that governments can't do much. NGOs have few means but ability, and businesses have means but don't see these issues as part of their core. For profits is how they would score. But businesses slowly realize that profit is a short-term prize. After all, what do businesses gain if they die out and don't sustain? But how much can they afford to spend to ensure their existence doesn't end? The answer is not easy to find, but a thought still comes to my mind. If the efforts of all are combined, the synergies that we can find reduces costs and raises gain and obviates inevitable pain. There's a capitalistic strain that enthrones shareholder gain. And Milton Friedman could see, and Milton Friedman could see that the simplistic philosophy could lead to great efficiency. But wherever there's externality, this capitalism, red in tooth and claw, can prove to be a dismal flaw. Correction can come from regulation or even from self-remediation. And Adam Smith himself foresaw that business could address this flaw. It should be clearly understood, one can do well by doing good. Doing it smartly, we do better, so why not be the trendsetter?
Thank you. So, moving ahead, with the last line I'll say, Vivekananda International Relations Peace Award. So we all are over here to celebrate these dignitaries who has their presence in more than 10 countries with their establishment, and by the way of spirituality or the business, they have embarked a global footprint for everyone. So we should follow their footprints and we should think global. That is the only line I'll like to end and by saying this. Thank you so much. Now I'd like every guest to go on the floor. And I like Sarika to talk something about Chakra.
Thank you all the dignitaries for giving us such a knowledgeable talk. Veer Award is presented by Chakra Foundation. Mr. Rajashekar ji, the founder and chairperson of Chakra Vision. Within just 2-3 minutes, I'll finish off about the foundation. So it's under Chakra Foundation, Very soon we are going to have a project named Mothers of Maharashtra. It's a tribute to feminine strength. India has long been admired for its rich culture, discipline, and deep-rooted tradition. The nation reverses feminine energy in nature, deities, and even in its scared rivers and land. Just as 12 Jyotirlingas symbolize divine masculine energy, the 51 Shakti Pita represent the sacred feminine power that has long guided and protected the land. Goddess Shakti, alongside Lord Shiva, represent the divine balance just as India. Acknowledge the importance of both man and woman. While Indian men have gained global recognition, many Indian women have also made remarkable contribution overcoming the immense challenges. The vision of Chakra Foundation, this institute honors the resilience, struggles and achievement of 108 exceptional women from Maharashtra. The project represents women who were born in Maharashtra and contributed there. Women who came to Maharashtra, made an impact and moved elsewhere, and women who dedicated their life to Maharashtra and passed away there. From Jijabai, the mother of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, to Savitribai Phule, Ahilyabai Holkar, and many others, their legacies have shaped history. The project aims to inspire future generations by bringing their stories of life. The monument, it's a living tribute, designed like a Shakti Peeth, echoing Adi Shankaracharya's sacred sites. An upward spiraling chakra with life-size statues of 108 women placed along a 6th floor pathway. Visitors can engage with the monument through QR codes next to each statue, linking to their life stories. Photo opportunities with these inspiring figures, an immersive experience that makes history tangible. At the summit, a towering statue of Mother India symbolizes their collective strength. Why this monument matters? The world's first monument dedicated to celebrating women's contribution across diverse fields, education, medicine, arts, activism, and more. A cultural and educational landmark, ideal for school visits, family outing, art exhibition, and historical exploration. A space where people can connect, reflect, and draw inspiration from the women who helped shape our nation. So thanks a lot for Chakra Foundation having an association with Veer Peace Award. I would now call upon Ms. Rucha Almed to take the session ahead. Thank you all.
Thank you, Sarika. I, Rucha Limai, take the honor of representing Vivekananda International Relations Peace Awards 2025. Every time we wake up in the morning or even in the middle of the day, Bharat, the eternal cradle of wisdom, has long championed Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We've been hearing about this for quite some time now, and I think let's begin with something that we are here for. Let's start with the award ceremony. Our first awardee is Mata Amritanandamai. I would now request a video to be played here.
പ്രേമസ്വരുകളും ആത്മസ്വരുകളായിരിക്കുന്ന എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. ഹിന്ദു മതമെന്ന് പൊതുവെ അറിയപ്പെടുന്ന സനാതനം കേവലം ഒരു മതമല്ല, അതൊരു സംസ്കാരവും ജീവിതചര്യയും കാഴ്ചപ്പാടും കൂടിയാണ്. അതിലടങ്ങിയിരിക്കുന്ന തത്വങ്ങൾക്കും ഉപദേശങ്ങൾക്കും ഇന്നും ഇന്നും ഒരേപോലെ പ്രസക്തിയുണ്ട്. ഈ വിശ്വവും മനുഷ്യനും സകല ജീവജാലങ്ങളും ഒന്നാണ്. ഓരോ ആത്മചൈതന്യത്തിന് വിവിധ രൂപങ്ങളും ഭാവങ്ങളുമാണ്. ഇത് സ്വന്തം അനുഭവത്തിലൂടെ അറിഞ്ഞവരാണ് ഭാരതത്തിലെ ഋഷീശ്വരന്മാർ. സനാതനത്തിൽ സൃഷ്ടിയും സൃഷ്ടാവ് രണ്ടല്ല. സ്വർണ്ണത്തിലും കമ്മലന്മാരുണ്ട്, കമ്മലന്മാരിലും സ്വർണ്ണമുണ്ട്. സമുദ്രത്തിലും വെള്ളമുണ്ട്, തിരയിലും വെള്ളമുണ്ട്, പതിയിലും. 100 കുടത്തിൽ വെള്ളമുള്ളതുകൊണ്ട് സൂര്യൻ്റെ പ്രതിബിംബം കാണും, സൂര്യനൊന്നേഴും. നമ്മളെല്ലാം അടങ്ങി ഒരേ ആത്മാവാണെന്ന് സനാതനം പറയും. നിന്നുള്ളൊരു ഉത്തിഷ്ഠ ജാഗ്രത. നീ പരാഗത്തിൻ്റെ മെഴുതിരില്ല, സഞ്ചരിക്കേണ്ട സൂര്യാണ്. ഈ പൂച്ചക്കുട്ടിയില്ല, ഞാവെന്ന് പറയും. നീ സിംഹക്കുട്ടിയാണ്, നിന്നുള്ളൊരു നീ അതാവും. അപ്പം നിന്നത് ഭിന്നമല്ല. വലതേ വേദിച്ച ഇടതല്ലോണ്ടെന്ന് പറയും. മറ്റുള്ളവരുടെ ദുഃഖം തൻ്റെ കണ്ടും അവിടെ സന്തോഷം തൻ്റെ കണ്ടും സ്നേഹിക്കുകയും സേവിക്കുകയും ചെയ്യുക എന്നൊരു സംസ്കാരമാണ് നമുക്ക് കാണിച്ച്. ഈ സംസ്കാരം നമ്മുടെ മൂല്യം ഒന്നും നിസ്സാരമല്ല. തേനീച്ച ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് 70% ഭക്ഷണം കിടത്തുന്ന എല്ലാവർക്കറിയാം. പ്രാണം നടത്തിയില്ല. 4 വർഷം കഴിഞ്ഞ് നമ്മൾ ജീവിച്ചിരിക്കാൻ സാധ്യമില്ല. അപ്പോൾ നിസ്സാരമായി നമുക്കൊന്നുമില്ല. ഒരു പ്ലെയിൻ എഞ്ചിൻ കാണാൻ മറക്കില്ല, സ്പീഡിലും മറക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. ഒന്നും നിസ്സാരമല്ല. ഏശാവാസമിതം സർവം അന്തർലോകാസമസ്താസൂലവും ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ആ മൂല്യത്തിൽ അടങ്ങിയിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ആ സ്നേഹമെന്നുള്ള തത്വം, ക്ഷമയുള്ള തത്വം, ഓർക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്ന തത്വം, തിരുത്താൻ പറ്റുന്ന തത്വം, അല്ലാതെ മറക്കാൻ തിരുത്താനേ പറ്റില്ല. ആ മൂല്യമാണിത്. എല്ലാവർക്കും വേണ്ട. നമ്മളിലെ ഈ സ്നേഹത്തെ ആ മൂല്യമായ താക്കോല് വെച്ച് നമ്മൾ തുറക്കുന്നതിന് പകരം പൂട്ടുന്ന രീതിയിൽ തിരിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുക. അപ്പോൾ പുറത്തേക്ക് മാത്രം ഫോക്കസ് ചെയ്ത് അപ്പം തല്ലേക്ക് നോക്കുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. നമ്മളെ ധർമ്മത്തെ വിട്ടപ്പോൾ ധർമ്മം നമ്മളെ വിട്ട്. കണ്ണിന് വേറെ അസുഖം വന്ന് ഡോക്ടറെ പോയി കണ്ട് ഒരു മരുന്ന് തന്നു. കണ്ണിനഴിക്കാനുള്ള മരുന്ന് വയറ്റിനഴിക്കാൻ കണ്ണ് കഴിച്ച് രണ്ടും ഗ്ലാഫായി. ഇത് ഡോക്ടറെയോ മരുന്നിനെ കുറ്റപ്പെടുത്താനൊക്കെ. ഇതുപോലെയാണ് നമ്മൾ ധർമ്മത്തെ വിട്ട് ധർമ്മം നമ്മളെ വിടുക. എല്ലാം ധർമ്മത്തിരിക്കുകയാണ് ഈ പ്രകൃതിയെല്ലാം. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ പറയുന്നത് പ്രപഞ്ചത്തിനൊരു താളമുണ്ട്, വിശ്വത്തിനും അതിലെ സകല ജീവിക്കുന്ന നമ്മൾ അഭേദ്യമായുണ്ട്. പരസ്പരം ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് കിടക്കുന്ന നെറ്റ്വർക്കുകളാണ് വിശ്വം. 4 പേര് ചേർന്ന് പിടിച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന വലയുടെ കോണിൽ ചലനം ഉണ്ടായാൽ ആ തരംഗങ്ങൾ എല്ലായിടവും പ്രതിഫലിക്കും. അതുപോലെ നമ്മൾ അറിഞ്ഞോ അറിയാതെയോ തെറ്റായ കൂട്ടമോ ചെയ്യുന്ന എല്ലാ കർമ്മവും വിശ്വമാകുന്ന വലയുടെ കൊണ്ട് പ്രതിഫലിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അവരും മാറി നമ്മൾ മാറാനാണ്. അവരുമാരിലും നമ്മളും മാറിയാൽ കുറച്ചുകൂടെ മാറ്റം കൊണ്ടുവരാൻ സാധിക്കും. ആ ഒരു ഭാവത്തിലേക്ക് നമ്മൾ ഉണരുകയും ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. നമ്മൾ പക്ഷിയെപ്പോലെ പറക്കാനും മത്സ്യത്തെപ്പോലെ നീന്താനും പഠിച്ച് മനുഷ്യപ്പോലെ നടക്കാനും ജീവിക്കാനും മറന്നു പോയിരിക്കും. ഒരു കുഴിയേരെയും അണചേരുന്ന കുട്ടികളെ സൃഷ്ടിക്കുന്നു, മരിക്കുന്നു. അപ്പുറം നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? കുഴിയേരെ മരിച്ചാൽ അത് മണ്ണിന് വീണ്ടും വളമാകും. നമ്മളെ മരിച്ചാൽ കെമിക്കൽ ഒഴിച്ച് അടയ്ക്കും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വറവ് വെച്ചപ്പോൾ അന്തരീക്ഷമല്ല ജീവിക്കുമ്പോൾ അടുത്ത് നശിപ്പിച്ച് പോയി. നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? രാമ കഴിഞ്ഞു പോയാൽ ഒരടയാളം കാണും. നമ്മുടെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും ചെയ്തിട്ട് അടിസ്ഥാനമായിട്ട് വേണ്ടത് ഈ സംസ്കാരം, ഈ മൂല്യത്തെ ഉദ്ധരിക്കുക എന്നാണ്. നമ്മൾ ആത്മീയമായ കണ്ണുകളിലൂടെ കാണുകയും സയൻസിൻ്റെ കൈകളിലൂടെ പ്രവർത്തിക്കുക. സൂര്യൻ എഴുതിയുടെ ആവശ്യമില്ല, ഇത് നമ്മളൊന്നും വേണ്ട. പക്ഷെ നമുക്ക് വേണ്ടി തന്നെയാണ്. അതോടൊപ്പം നമ്മളും നമ്മളേക്ക് ഉണരുകയും ചെയ്യാണ്. ഒരിടത്ത് ഒരു സംഭവം നടന്നിട്ടുള്ള സംഭവം വർഷം മുമ്പ് 2ാം മഹലോകത്തിക്കൊണ്ട് നടന്ന സംഭവമാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഒരു കവലയിൽ ഒരു വിഗ്രഹം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. കൈ രണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഉയർത്തിപ്പിടിച്ചു, കഴുത്തിലൊരു മാലയിട്ടിരുന്നു, കയറുമാല. അതൊരു വലിയ ലോക്കറ്റ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. എൻ്റെ കൈകളിലേക്ക് വരുമെന്നാണ് അതിനകത്ത് എഴുതിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. കൈ ഇങ്ങനെ ഉയർത്തിപ്പിടിച്ചു. 2ാം ലോകമഹായുദ്ധത്തിൽ ബോംബ് വേണം, 2 കൈയും തകർന്നു പോയി. അപ്പോൾ കൈയില്ലാതിരിക്കുകയായിരുന്നു വിഗ്രഹം. അപ്പോൾ അതിനടുത്തുള്ള ആൾക്കാർ ഒരു കമ്മിറ്റി എടുത്തു. ഈ വിഗ്രഹം കൈകൾ പോയിട്ട് ഇരിക്കുകയാണ്, പക്ഷെ എൻ്റെ കൈകളിലേക്ക് വന്ന് റോക്കറ്റ് എഴുതി വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്, ഇത് മാറ്റിയിട്ട് പുതിയൊരു വിഗ്രഹം വയ്ക്കാം. അപ്പോൾ ഒരാൾ പറഞ്ഞ് വിഗ്രഹം മാറ്റണ്ട, കൈകൾ പിടിപ്പിച്ചാൽ മതി. വേറെ ഒരാൾ പറഞ്ഞ് കൈകളും പിടിപ്പിക്കണ്ട. കൈകൾ പിടിപ്പിച്ചില്ല പിന്നെ അങ്ങനെ കഴുത്തക്കണ ലോക്കറ്റ് എൻ്റെ കൈകളിലേക്ക് വരുമെന്നല്ലേ? കൈയില്ലല്ലോ. അപ്പം ആ എഴുതിൻ്റെ കീഴിൽ എൻ്റെ കൈ നിങ്ങളിലൂടെ നടിയിൽ എഴുതി ചേർക്കാൻ പറയും. അതുപോലെ ഈശൻ്റെ കൈ നമ്മളുടെ ഉള്ളിലാണ്. നമ്മുടെ കണ്ണിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവരണം, കയ്യിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവരണം, നാവിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവരണം. ഓരോ വാക്കിലും നമ്മൾ ആ ഒരു ഭാവം അതിനാണ് നമ്മൾ വളർത്തിയെടുക്കേണ്ടത്. ഏത് കർമ്മം മധുരമാക്കണമെങ്കിൽ 3 ഘടകങ്ങളുണ്ട്: കാലം, പ്രയത്നം, ഈശ്വരികളും. 3 കൂടി ചേരണം ആ കർമ്മം മധുരമാക്കണേ. ഒരാൾ നാളെ ഒരിടത്ത് ലേലം പിടിക്കാൻ പോകണം. 1 രൂപ ലാഭം കിട്ടുന്ന ലേലമാണ്. രാവിലെ ഇറങ്ങി വണ്ടി കയറി ഒരുപക്ഷെ വഴി ബ്രേക്ക് ഡൗൺ ആകും, ആക്സിഡൻ്റ് ആകും. ചിലപ്പോൾ ഇതൊന്നുമില്ലാതെ പ്ലെയിൻ സ്റ്റേഷനിൽ എത്തിയെന്നിരിക്കട്ടെ. അവിടെ ചെല്ലുമ്പോഴാണ് അറിയുന്നത് പ്ലെയിൻ എഞ്ചിൻ കേടാണ്, ഇന്ന് യാത്ര ചെയ്യാൻ ഇവിടാൻ സാധിക്കില്ല, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കാലാവസ്ഥ ശരിയല്ല. അപ്പം ഇങ്ങനെ അറിയാൻ നാളത്തെ ലേലത്തിന് എത്തിച്ചേരത്തില്ല. അപ്പോൾ കാലവും പ്രയത്നം ഉണ്ടായിട്ട് അകൃപ ഇല്ലാത്തതുകൊണ്ട് അകർമ്മം മധുരമാക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. അകൃപയ്ക്ക് നമ്മുടെ ഭാഗത്ത് നല്ല കർമ്മങ്ങൾ ആവശ്യമാണ്. എല്ലാത്തിനോടും നന്ദി പുലർത്തുന്ന ഒരു സംസ്കാരമാണ് നമുക്കുള്ളത്. ഓരോ യാചകൻ വന്നാലും നമ്മളെന്തെങ്കിലും ഭിക്ഷ കൊടുത്തിട്ട് അദ്ദേഹത്തെ കാല് തൊട്ട് വീഴും. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ദാനം ചെയ്യാനുള്ള അവസരം നിങ്ങളെനിക്ക് തന്നു, നിങ്ങൾ തന്നതിന് നിങ്ങളോട് നന്ദി, ഇതങ്ങോട്ട് തരാനുള്ള അവസരം നിങ്ങൾ തന്നതിന് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് നന്ദി. അത് നമ്മുടെ പൂർവ്വർ നമ്മളെ പഠിപ്പിച്ച് ഒരു സംസ്കാരമാണ്. അവർ സൂര്യപ്രകാശം എല്ലാം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിലും വീട്ടിനകത്ത് ഒരു വിളക്കത്തിക്കണമെങ്കിൽ ലൈറ്ററിൻ്റെ ആവശ്യമുണ്ട്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ തീപ്പെട്ടിയുടെ ആവശ്യമുണ്ട്, അടുക്കളയിൽ ഭക്ഷണം വയ്ക്കും. അതുപോലെ ഇതിനകത്ത് ടോർച്ച് പിടിച്ച് ഈ അന്ധകാരത്തെ താണ്ടുക, സംസ്കാരത്തെ എടുത്ത് അന്ധകാരത്തെ താണ്ടുക. അതിനെല്ലാവർക്കും കഴിയട്ടെ. ആ ഒരു തത്വത്തിലും സ്നേഹത്തിലും ഉണരാനും ഉയരാനും ഒക്കെ കഴിയട്ടെ. മുന്നോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോകാനുള്ള ശക്തിയും ഒക്കെ കിട്ടട്ടെ. കൃപ അനുഗ്രഹിക്കട്ടെ. ഓം ലോകാ സമസ്താ സുഖിനോ. ഓം ശാന്തി ശാന്തി ശാന്തി.
Thank you. Now I kindly request Swami Avya Amritananda Puri ji to receive the award for Amma. I kindly call upon Amrita Somaiya ji, Dr. Indira Hinduja and Rama Singh Duryavanshi to present the award. Thank you. Can we also have Rajshekar Pillai ji, please? I kindly request everyone to please have a grand applaud for all of them. If possible, can we all please stand and have a grand applaud for them, please? Please stand at the center. Thank you, everyone. Our next award is to Shri Baba Kalyani ji. Can we have a video message, please?
Thank you, Professor Goyal, and the entire VIR fraternity for bestowing upon me this award. As Bharat Forge, we consider it an honor and a recognition of our efforts and contribution towards nation building. I'd like to also extend my personal apologies that I'm not able to be there in person in Mumbai to receive this award. 11 September is the day when Swami Vivekananda delivered the historic speech in Chicago and presented the Indian perspective to the world. Just like the Western world noticed and much appreciated the Indian perspective of Swami Vivekananda then, today the world recognizes and acknowledges that one country which can move the attention back to peace, prosperity, and inclusive economic growth is Bharat or India. One country which can contribute to bringing back stability and resilience in an otherwise volatile global order is India. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our time. Scientists, academicians, entrepreneurs, researchers, and young Indians, let us work towards reviving India's glorious past. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I kindly request Mr. Amol Shinde to take the award on behalf of Sir. I kindly request Sarika Malhotra, Padma Shri Professor T.D. Adav ji and Manmohan Sharma ji to get the award. हाँ बस बोल रही हूँ ठीक है Can we all please celebrate these awards? Let's have a round of applause, please. Moving on, I now call upon Shri Madhukar Parekh. I kindly request Manmohan Sharma ji and J.D. Yadav ji to be here on the dais. I now also invite Jackie Shroff and Shrikant Bharatiya ji to present the award.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a double pleasure for me because Madhukar was our former student.
अरुण तीसरा है मैं तो बाद में रखी हूँ सब में नहीं रखा है इसमें ठीक है बुलाती हूँ अभी बुलाती हूँ नेक्स्ट ठीक है अभी पारिक जी का है ना The people on the dais are big, but their work is bigger. We all can please stand and applaud them. Thank you, everyone. I now call upon Shri Vikram Shroff to receive the award. To present the award, I call upon Shri Arun Anant Narayan ji, Ravi Iyer ji, and Mr. Gagan Malhotra. I kindly request Lieutenant General Arunji to stay back along with Gagan Malhotra. I now call upon for the next award, Shri Ashok Jain ji.
Piyush, इनका अवार्ड इनको देते हैं.
Can we have a huge round of applause, please? Thank you, sir. Our next award goes to Dr. Huzaifa Khograiwala. Can we please have you, sir, on the dais?
विश्वास जैन इसके बात करो. विश्वास जैन. इसको रहने दे, पढ़ो ही मत.
I think people on the stage are enjoying more than the audience. Thank you, sir. Thank you. नहीं हाँ मनोहर विष्णु मनोहर Thank you. Gagan dada, किसको दे? I now call upon Vishwas Jain ji to receive the award. Sir, please come on the dais. I kindly request Vishnu Manohar ji to come on the dais and to give the award. We have a celebrity chef who has cooked food for more than 40 country delegates. Can we have a huge round of applause, please? Thank you, sir. Now I call upon Manish Jhawar ji to receive the award. Sir, please come on the dais. I announced. Manish Jhawar ji. Can we all please stand and give a huge applause to all of them? Thank you, sir. Now I call upon Shri Vishal Chodia ji to receive the award. I kindly request Piyush Girgaonkar ji to please come on the dais.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Stability problem. Yes, I will hold you. I'll hold you, sir.
Last but not the least, Shri Nadir Godrej sir, please come on the dais to receive the award. I request Jackie sir, Vishnu sir to stay back.
Last but not the least.
This is the last award of the evening. Can we have a huge round of applause for all of them? I kindly request Rama ji to please come on the dais and proceed for a vote of thanks. Thank you.
Namaste everyone. It is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion on Swami Vivekananda International, Vivekananda International Peace Award 2025. On behalf of the organizing committee,
I would request all the awardees to come on the stage for a photo op first.
खत्म तो होने को पहले से अभी नीचे उतरेंगे उसके बाद
Shrikant sir, you also come please.
On behalf of our organizing committee, I extend a heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest Padam Vibhushan and Padam Bhushan to Dr. Manmohan Sharma for gracing this event with his inspiring presence and words. A special thanks to our chief presenter, Lieutenant General Ananthanarayanan ji, for honoring the awardees with such dignity and encouragement. And we express our deepest appreciation to the awardees for shining beacon from the diverse walks of life, whose journey illuminate the path of service and excellence, Mata Amritananda ji, Shri Baba Kalyani, Shri Nadir Godrej ji, Shri Vikram Shroff, Shri Ashok Jain and Shri Madhukar Parekh ji, and Dr. Huzaifa Khorakiwala, Shri Manish Zawar and Shri Vishwas Jain ji and Shri Vishal Choradia. Your contribution to the society are truly inspiring and embody the spirit of peace, service and excellence that Swami Vivekananda envisioned. And our sincere thanks to Chief Patron Gauranga Das ji, Shri Mohan ji, Acharya Lokesh Muni ji, Padam Shri J.D. Yadav ji and Padam Shri Dr. Indira Hinduja ji and Shri Ravi Iyer ji and Professor Manoj Tiwari for their guidance and blessings. We are also grateful to our governing council members for putting their tireless efforts in bringing this program together, and to our chairperson and convener Shri Gagan Malhotra for his leadership and dedication. His hard work and vision has shaped this event so beautifully. And a warm welcome and a warm thanks to our partners, knowledge partner Somaya Vidya Vihar, excellence partner National Stake NSC, and industry partner World Trade Center Mumbai, outdoor partner Global Advertisers, marketing partner Dreamworks Solutions for their invaluable support, and last not the least, our heartfelt gratitude to each one of you present here for making this event truly meaningful, and a special thanks to appreciation for our young and hard-working volunteers whose dedication has been instrumental in making this event such a grand success. And let us all take the forward message of peace, unity and service to humanity that today's ceremony has celebrated. And thank you again for all of you for being here. Thank you.